Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this cool little kit from Rolife. Now, you've seen me put some stuff together by this company before. Usually they're wood kits. This one, interestingly, is a plastic kit. So it's the Superstore Golden Wheat Bakery. Now, the main reason I bought this is because every time I'm online, I keep seeing an ad pop up for this, and maybe because they know that I buy this kind of stuff. But it finally got to me, the power of advertising. So it's kind of cool. It's like a little corner section of a little bakery store. You got little breads and stuff inside the display case area. And then there's some lighting in this. So it does have an LED light. It has 110 pieces. This little sign will light up, and I believe the oven lights up as well. Here on the side, you can see some other details here. There is an exterior to this, which I didn't notice. I always saw the pictures of the interior, so that's pretty cool. Now, this is pretty interesting. On the back here, you can have several of these sets. So it's not just the bakery. There's a bunch of other sets as well, and they're stackable. So you can turn it into this really kind of like full apartment or something, even though it's got businesses in it. So it's neat. They're made so that you can build them into one big building. Another thing that's cool is that they have these roof pieces that you can add to it. So you can add a roof to it, and they're see-through. So it's neat. It's like a little accessory on there. And then we can see some of the parts right here. So this is pretty neat. All right, well, let's take a look at what the parts look like. All right, let's take a look and see what's inside here. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so it looks like the bags are numbered. Wow, look at all these little bits here. So we got a basket, there's some loaves of bread, some pastries, bagels, donuts, some trays. Oh, that's very cool. Here we got, this looks like that looks like the oven right there. Everything's painted, which is nice. You don't have to mess with all of that. I'm guessing everything either snaps together or glues together. Here is, oh, there's that sign, the golden wheat sign. There's going to be a little light that goes in behind there. This looks like some kind of a cabinet of some kind, or drawers or something. Look at that. Looks like a mixer or something in there. That's pretty neat. Wow, these parts are nice. This looks like the display case is what I'm guessing that is. You can see all the clear parts right there. This is cool. Yeah, I like this. Very neat. Okay, so what do we got going on here? This is light parts. Keep it for later use. All right, so that's some of the electronics in here. Looks like the battery pack. That's kind of interesting. We'll have to see what that all looks like. There's a little screwdriver in there as well. Wow, there's quite a bit of parts in this. Here's a big bunch of stuff here. These are some kind of posts or something there. These look like stickers. Are you going to be putting stickers on? I'm guessing those are stickers. Hopefully they're not decals. But yeah, you'll be putting a bunch of those on. Ooh, look at that. It's a nice, sorry about the reflection there. It's got like a nice wood floor. It's even got wood grain in there. See that? That's very neat. I'm guessing these are the back walls. And looks like some more stickers there. All right. There's some kind of tweezers here. And the instructions. Quite a bit of stuff in this. Let's take a look at these real quick. Not very thick instructions, so probably go together relatively easy. You can see how everything kind of fits. The oven. I think the oven lights up if I can recall. Very cool. So all of this kind of goes together. Probably won't take too long to put together, but I'm always a slow builder when it comes to this stuff, so who knows how long. But yeah, very neat. I like that this is a plastic kit. I like the wood kits too, though. Don't get me wrong. I like those. You've seen me build a ton of those. I just thought I'd try one of these plastic kits out to see what they're like. And oh, that's where you're building the display case. I'm guessing everything just fits in there loose, maybe? I don't know. I might glue some of this together because I don't want all those things getting lost or falling apart or something like that. There we go. There's a lamp. So that's what that was. There's a lamp that hangs down. Is that what that is? That's interesting. This looks like it has a, oh no, it says purchase separately for the roof. There for a minute, I thought this came with the roof piece. All right, well, I think that's probably a supplementary part of this in case you decide to add the little clear window parts on the top. All right, well, it's pretty cool. All right, I guess I'll get started on it. All right, so just a little progress report here. So far, everything's fitting really good. It just kind of press fits together. Now, this little sign right here, as I mentioned, will light up. So you got the wire that runs in behind here, but it's a little tricky getting it tucked in behind this because you already have the wallpaper up. And so you got to bring it through a hole that can go in that little notch right there, and then it's got to go in there. But you're fighting to get the connector point, which is back here. You can see how it looks. You're fighting to get that part in behind here because you have to kind of dislodge it from where it locks in right here and on the bottom. And so it's a little bit of a fight to get it in there. And then this is going to get covered over with another piece of wallpaper. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but everything else is okay. This is the oven. I got the oven completely finished. The stickers go on really nice, very similar to like a Lego set. And they have these little pieces of, let me see if I can grab one. These are like double stick tape pieces. And that's what makes some of this stuff stay on. So you peel off the orange part and it's clear underneath. And that's what holds this rack on right here. And then also it holds the wallpaper on right here. These little oven doors will open, and inside there's a tray. There's actually a tray in here that you can remove. And then, let me see here, this one here also opens. That one's got a tray as well as the grill in there. It's really neat. I think there's going to be a loaf of bread that goes on that one. It's like a little mat that it's sitting on. And then on the back here, you can see this is where the wire comes out for the lights. There's two little LEDs that go in each shelf. Very cool. And then this is the menu. Got these all put together. You can kind of see how these go together like that. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying this build so far. All right, so I think we're good to go. I can start working on this wall. All right, so just a little more of an update here. We got this part pretty much finished. I'm not sure if this gets mounted or not. I hope it does. It doesn't say anything about it. If not, I'll stick it down with tape or something. This part here, this is kind of tricky when you're building this display case. You got to make sure that when you're building this, you get this in the track properly, the little door here. Let's see if I can focus in on this. Maybe, possibly. There we go. All right, yes. So when you're putting these doors in, you got to make sure you get it in the track up here, and then when you put this bottom part, you sandwich it in between this track and that track. But once they're in there, they work really smooth. See how those work? I mean, you can tip them side to side and they're free moving. And then they have the little handle molded on the outside. So that works out really good. And then these, I'm not sure I'll be able to show you these once I get it together because it's behind that display case. It's got this really nice cabinet. Now this goes in back and you can see it's got the little doors, handles right here to open the doors. And let me see if am I focused here? Boy, I tell you, it's hard to get this. I think it's because of the lighting. And then the drawers will open up as well. You got the little handles here. So you can open up the drawers. And these are super tiny. Those little door knobs or drawer knobs, they are really tiny. They give you an extra one just in case you lose them because they are really tiny, but they work really smooth. You can see how good that goes. So yeah, it's very neat. And then there's a little sticker on the side. All right, well, so far I'm really liking the way this is going together. All right, here it is all finished, and this is really cool. I absolutely love this little thing. Look how nice that looks. It's very cozy on the inside here. So everything is all in place. It all went together pretty good. Not too many hassles with some things. The oven was a little tricky putting that together, and also the only thing I had to glue were the lights inside that oven because they wouldn't stay in place when you're snapping the back of it on, and you don't even see the back of it anyway. Also, the instructions don't tell you to tape down the oven, but you need to do that because otherwise it'll be loose and moving around in there. So I had some extra of those little round pieces of tape, and I put them on the bottom down there. Also, because they give you a lot of those round pieces, I put one on each corner of the bottom here because the bottom is, you can only tape it to the very edge underneath here. So it's a little tricky. They show only one piece of tape, but you're gonna need four, one on each corner. Same with this countertop right here, or the whole counter. You can see back here, the nice little area where the employees can walk around back there. It's It's very neat, all the neat little accessories in there. You even build that little mixer. I'll get a close-up of all of this so you can see what's going on. Here's the back. So I thought the back was more three-dimensional, but it's actually just this kind of card that goes on here. But they do have it what looks like an air conditioner unit. It's very well disguised, but that is actually the battery pack, and I think that's very cool how they kind of made it look like an air conditioner. And so you will just unscrew that screw right there and then slide it off, and you'll put two AAA batteries. AAAs or AA's, I can't remember now. You can see how that all looks in the window. Same right there. Got a little door. Looks like you can see in the window, although this perspective is kind of weird. If you're looking in that way, isn't that the same as looking in this way? So the perspective is a little off on that. I'm not sure why they did that. All right, let me show you some cool close-ups. All right, so let's take a look at this. Now I'll show you the lights here in just a second, but I want to show you this really nice looking display case. Look at that. You got a cake. You can't really see it there, but it's the same as this cake. It's a little panda cake. It's like a panda face on there. And that's the same cake that's in there. And it's fun building those little things. Those are just put on by those round double stick tape dots. And you will put the items onto the tray using that. And then the trays are just loose. You can just slide those onto the shells on the inside there. Got a little bit of different kinds of breads there. You can even see that it tells you what they are. And that's a sticker that goes on the front. Very cool. This says bagels, but those sure look like donuts to me. Another sticker right there. This is nice. You got a nice little calendar. There's another loaf of bread that's wrapped in paper right there. That's a sticker there for the little placemat or whatever. There's that box. Those are fun, putting those little boxes together. Some stickers on that little jar right there. The little tongs. That's very cool. And that particular tray is mounted to the top of the case right there. I love this little basket of bread. So people can just kind of grab one. And those are just put in with a little bit of tape at the bottom. So they're kind of loose. You can still kind of move them around in here. But yeah, I kind of wish they had a more secure way of putting those in. Very cool. Little welcome mat right there. And then a suite inside. Here's the back where you can see where the employees work. You can see the back of the case. Like I mentioned earlier, this little thing slides. The little, oops, I'm out of focus here, but you can see that little door slides. You can take those trays out, although it probably won't be that easy once that whole thing is in there. There's a couple of little cabinet doors under there that you snap in. Those will actually open. I showed you how all that opens. Back in the back of that one there, you can kind of see there's like a mug, and there's another box back there. Here's a nice little tray of a coffee cup and some bread. And I love this little mixer. Now let me see if I can get a grip on here. It's kind of hard to maneuver between the lights here. So this thing you can actually, let me see if I can keep it focused. You can lift this up. So you got the little mixer right there. Isn't that cool? You got the little mixing piece right there, a bowl. And this will actually go up and down. Sorry, I can't seem to stay focused. But there we go. That's really neat. Oh, and also I should mention, so you put one of those dots, the double stick tape down there. Now on the bottom of this, they have 4 little dots that kind of act as the feet, like the appliance really would have. But the problem is, because of those little feet, the tape won't actually make contact with the countertop. So I took a hobby knife and just cut those little dots off the bottom so that it's completely flat, because you're not going to see the bottom anyway. And now this stays on good and solid. So you'll probably have to trim those off a little bit. Now let's see, there's some stickers right here. Bagel, 30% off. You got the menu up here for all the goodies that you can buy. Very cool. Those just kind of snap in place, the menu board. Here's the oven. There's a nice piece of bread in there. So I showed you the oven, and it does light up, and unfortunately the lights are not very bright in there, I gotta say. I'll show you, in fact, if I turn the lights completely off, I think you'll be able to see it better. This here is a nice bright light that you can really see in there, but it's very cool. Just really fun how this whole thing goes together, and there's a better look at the back. All right, so let me turn the lights on so we can see what it looks like. Now on the back, you can see there's 2 buttons here. It says 1 and 2. And they're touch buttons. So now I can't quite master what's going on with this. It says to touch it to turn it on, and then touch and hold it to change the brightness of the lights. I have not had any kind of luck with being able to change the brightness on it. In fact, every time I touch it, the lights go immediately off. So let me see if I can try to get this to work, and then we'll see if we can see what it looks like. All right, so let me turn the light on now. I'll probably have to kill the studio lights here. Okay, so you can see that one came on. Oh, hey, it's actually staying on this time. Every time I was tapping it before, it wouldn't stay on. But you can see how that light comes on. And then there's lights in the oven. So let me dim these lights and let's see if we can see this a little bit better here. All right, so yeah, actually, I'll just kill the lights altogether. You know, that's really cool. That lights up the whole, I've never seen this in the dark before. So it lights up the whole bakery. It kind of gives it a whole different mood. I really like that. That is cool. That is very, very cool. I mean, a store probably wouldn't be that dimly lit. But now you can see that there is some lights in the oven back here. They're very dim, but, well, I mean, they're not too dim. You can see them in the dark, that's for sure. But, you know, oven lights aren't supposed to be super bright anyway. This thing is really cool. It lights up the whole room. That looks really neat. I love it. So, yeah, I like the way that sign looks on there. It's a really neat thing. Let me try to get a close-up of that oven there. All right, so let's see if I can zoom in on that oven. You can just kind of see how the lights are. Let me see if I can focus. See how there's lights in there? I mean, it's really neat. If I can stay focused on it. I got a new phone here with a different camera, and I'm still trying to get used to this darn thing. But it's really neat. So you can, yeah, I suppose you can probably put some of these bread pieces in there that you see in the rack here. You can probably put those in there and make it look like it's cooking. Wish I could try to focus. I can't quite get it right. But you can see how there is lights in there. So I like that they did that. Yeah, you know, I do like that they put the lights in the oven, but I do wish that they would have found maybe something else to put the lights in. Maybe the display case would have been better, because you don't really get to appreciate those lights back there. I mean, if they're going to put lights in there, why not make the display case light up? That would have been kind of cool. Or maybe just another light back here somewhere. Or maybe even have the menu light up. That would be really cool too. But oh well, you know what? I love it. I think it's really neat. Now, when I finished this, I did have that lamp left over. This lamp is for if you decide to build the whole roof piece, if you decide to get that supplemental parts pack, and then you can put this lamp up here. Now that would look pretty cool. That would light up the space even more. So that'll be neat. It's got 4 LEDs inside of here. It's got a really nice looking kind of lamp, so that'll hang down in there. And then I also had an extra box left over that goes up here on the top. And it never said where it went. I built it, but it didn't say where it goes. And I looked at the box art and it didn't have a spot to put it either. So I guess maybe it's just an extra one. I'm not really sure. And you do end up with a couple of extra little drawer handles and the little handles down here, because they are very small and you're bound to lose one. But they only give you like one extra. But this is really cool. I really like this. This is my first time trying one of these plastic kits from Rolife. And they always make good stuff anyway. Rolife, Robotime, Roker, all those guys. I think they're the same company, but it's very neat. So this was let's see, what did I pay for this? I think it was $44 or something like that. Got it on Amazon, but they oftentimes have this on sale, and I think they also have like a 20% coupon occasionally that you can click on and take 20% off. So yeah, and if you want to build all the other ones, I mean, they have a whole bunch of other ones too that can stack onto these and add on to the side. They give you the pieces for that. Then you can do that too. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I just wanted to try out one of these to see what it looks like. But this is really neat. I really like it. And the lights definitely add more to it. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'd very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I will see you on the next video. So thank you again, and have a good one.